Hey guys, Grifton here, and today we're going to be talking about PvP gear and how big of a deal this is and why you should be farming Battlegrounds right now. And before we get started, please take the time to like and subscribe as it really helps me out and it keeps me putting out videos for you guys. Okay, so I'm here in Shattrath on my level 70 on the beta, and I'm looking at PvP gear to kind of get an idea of how good this stuff is. Now, I am almost completely Sunwell Plateau geared, so I'm not as concerned, but there are some things here where even for me as a fully geared out Sunwell Plateau guy, I'm considering grabbing. So the main thing I'm actually looking at is I have Druid alts. I have a Druid alt who is a Boomkin who I want to level as a Feral so I can get more quickly from 70 to 80. That's just my choice of doing it. But no matter what, like I have a Shaman and I'll probably be doing the same thing. I'll be coming in here and buying all of this loot that I can, all the loot I can when Prepatch drops. Now, in case you're wondering how, everything got converted to honor. Nothing requires anything but honor. You don't need marks of honor or anything special like Ultric Valley stuff, just tons of honor. Now, the honor cap is 75,000, so you have to keep that in mind that you can only buy a certain amount, but you can store kind of like kinetic honor inside your marks of honor badges. And I'll get to that in a second, how great that has now become too. But I'm just gonna compare the gloves to give you an idea as a Feral. Honestly, this is probably best in slot. Gloves of the Force Drifter are probably best in slot for a tank. But if you look, I mean, this isn't that bad. This is probably better and easier to get than any other piece you're gonna get outside of Sunwell Plateau. The leggings right here, I only have the Thunderheart leggings. I never got the good ones. Maybe you're in the same boat. Decent strength, good agility, lots of stamina, hit rating, crit, armor pen. It's got literally everything all in one. You could snag a bunch of stuff, and the best part, there's weapons. So here is a weapon for a cat would be a good example. Now, if you have Stanchion of Primal Instinct, you might be able to skip on this. It's not that big of a deal. But if you don't have the best in slot weapon in the game for your Feral, maybe you just ding 70, don't chase it. Instead, start doing Battlegrounds and grab this one for 28,000. Yes, it's expensive, but what you get from that is hit rating, crit rating, armor pen, and 1197 attack power, which is slightly higher than the Stanchion of Primal Instinct. Now, the Stanchion of Primal Instinct also has 75 agility, which makes it great for tanking and for cat, but this one has 50 strength, so it's, 6 of one, half a dozen of another kind of thing. And that's against the best in slot weapon in the game, and you could have this in a week or two just by running PGs. So I just want that to be out there. That's how good some of these things are. And I'm using Feral as an example, but again, this is any class. It doesn't matter if you're a hunter, a shaman, a healer. There are pieces in here that will benefit you, and it's easy, low-hanging fruit. Now, on top of that, let's fly over here. They added a new feature that makes it even greater for you, especially if you're running Battleground. So like, let's say you run Ultric Valley. If you don't know, Ultric Valley is like the go-to. It generates the most amount of honor per hour. The problem is you get a ton of Ultric Valley badges and you need to have, the 4 set. So if you don't know, I clicked the wrong one. Alliance War Effort. Oh, I can't even do that one. Concerted efforts. So this is normally what you do. So you've got 4 of each one, you turn them in 4 at a time and you get some honor. Instead of doing that, you can click this thing where it says redeem Battleground marks for honor, and all of your badges can now individually be turned in to pick up 185 honor. So you could run Ultric Valley all day and just get a ton of honor. Now there is still a cap on your marks of honor as well, so you have to factor that in. But once you get close to the cap or hit the cap, you can just switch to a new one and start doing the same thing if you want to. I mean, this is crazy bananas amount of ways you can get honor. You could just literally farm Ultric Valley all day, come here, pick up a ton of loot on the pre-patch, and be ready to go on day 1 of Wrath launch, even on an alt that you hit the day before. Or maybe you probably need a little bit of time to get some honor, but you get the idea. Anyway, guys, I just want to get this out here. If you aren't part of my Discord, someone did post in the Feral DPS channel all of the different pieces and how much they cost. I will quickly jump through them so that you can see them. You can pause the screen if you're looking for anything in particular. But yes, all of it's there on the Discord. Feel free to ask questions or follow up, and I'll link whatever I can. But This is definitely going to be a big play, especially on your alts, because these pieces aren't garbage. They are really good. And again, not just for druids, for all your classes. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions, you can throw them in the comments too if you want. Thanks for watching, and as always, take care.